Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So, today we are going to take a look at what November has in store for you. We'll start with the overall energy with the Oracle cards, and then we'll go to the Tarot for more details. So, let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. You have sleep, slow down. Okay, now for some of you, this could be the energy of understanding you're just trying to do too much. Trying to, they're kind of like pointing out all those stars to me, right? It's almost this energy of trying to chase maybe a lot of dreams. It's kind of like you may have like a lot of goals. We're getting close to the end of 2024. You could have this energy of, I didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to in this year. I got to get it done before the end of the year. You may be looking forward to the holidays, but it's like, oh, I have to get blah, blah, blah done. There's almost this energy of feeling like you don't have enough time, and therefore you're pushing yourself maybe a little bit too hard. And this is the energy of allowing yourself to take a step back. And almost, I want to say, spending more time, perhaps meditating, going within, asking yourself, like, do I have to chase all of these stars, all of these dreams, all of these projects, all of these relationships? Or is it time that I can go within? I can still my mind and I can listen to my heart. What of these is really important to me for the long term? We have Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, and it started out there in 2008. It was there for 15 years. It's kind of wobbled back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius. November 19th, it goes direct in Aquarius and will stay there. Okay, no more retrogrades. We'll stay there for the next 20 years. It's almost as if, I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're stuck. So it's kind of like, I got to work harder, right? But this energy that we have right now is very chaotic. It's helping us to really kind of like attune to what it is that Pluto taught us while it was in Capricorn. Capricorn has very much that energy of being a hard worker, of following the rules, of taking good care of themselves, their finances, their family, setting goals and meeting those goals, right? But the shadow side of Capricorn can be that we focus too much on a particular mindset or goal for ourselves, especially if it has something to do with money, with finances. Well, how finances represent who we are as a person, right? Instead of looking at how money is energy and money can help us to acquire the experiences that we are wanting. Sometimes Capricornians I should say, that Capricornian energy can put us in this energy that having money, hoarding money, building a big nest of money, right, is more important than the experiences that it can bring, or the experiences that it can help us to share with other people. This is a little bit of that energy of if you are stuck at this time, it's kind of like allowing yourself to slow down enough to take a look at what mindsets, what beliefs, what of those Capricornian rules are you following that really are in alignment with who you are. You have the honoring path, right? And this is all helping you to transform. Now, Cancer, I feel like you've been working on this probably for the last 15 years, right? It's understanding that all of this, especially since Pluto in Capricorn was in your seventh house. Seventh house is all about relationships, right? Relationships, work relationships. It can be romantic relationships. It can be partnerships, with family members. It's all of those relationships and understanding. Yeah, I feel like you are really and truly, something has come to an end. You're seeing the truth. Okay, so here's the thing. You are stuck. It is if you're feeling stuck, if you're resonating to this, it is very important for you to take some time out. It's a little bit of the hermit energy, even though I don't have the hermit card here. It's a little bit about allowing yourself to really to connect to the emotions around something that has ended in Pluto and Capricorn time. Something very traumatic perhaps to you, a relationship, a job, a financial situation, okay, that has significantly changed, came to a sudden, perhaps an abrupt, a very difficult ending for you. It's helping you when you slow down and you look at the situation, and this is not about to happen. This has already happened, Capricorn. It's taking a look at it. It's seeing the truth of how whatever ended really wasn't in alignment for your highest good. It's understanding that, even if it was something very difficult, right? It was your ego was attached to something, someone, some mindset around a person or a situation, a job, a career, financial status, any of that, okay? Something that the ego had to be put into a situation in order to release that. And I know that's difficult. We're not minimizing, okay, the emotions that came up with that. But it's about helping you to see how you view the world in a different way because of this ending. Because what you were attached to in that relationship, especially since it was in your 7th house of partnerships, whatever you were attached to in that relationship, the truth that you thought was true really wasn't in alignment with who you are and where you're going and who you have either become or are becoming. Because this is a transformation of what I feel like this has something to do with family more than work. But it could have to do with financial status for yourself or for your family, right? Happy family, happy home, celebrations, financial stability. 4 of Wands is all of that. It's also the energy of the twin flame. So if you feel like you have a twin flame and you're separated from your twin flame, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to see that some difficult ending, separation had to occur between you and what you thought was your happy family, right? Your happy home, your financial stability, whatever you thought was your 4 of Wands is now transformed. It's different. I guarantee you, whatever situation you're in now, if you're resonating with this, what your home environment looks like, or what your family or your extended family, your environment in that way has changed drastically since 2008. And your viewpoint of what you wanted back in 2008 around happy family, happy home, financial stability has also changed. But that is the difficult thing, is that it's time to allow the emotions attached to that, because that's the ego coming in and saying, well, wait a minute, this is what I've believed for so long. I can't change my mind about it. But there's this energy of understanding, wait a minute, the world is a different place. We've lived through a pandemic, right? The technology today is so much different than 2008. You could have felt like you had to live close by your family unit, right? And now you're understanding, wow, with all of the technology, right? I can live on the other side of the world and Zoom with my family on a daily basis if I want to. It's understanding that where your mindset was, what your beliefs around happy family, happy home were. And I'm going to go back to 2008. What they were, they're totally different today. And it's allowing yourself to rewrite the story, right? It's about rewriting the story of a difficult ending, seeing the truth about how that really wasn't in alignment with how you see what your 4 of Wands is today. Because the thing is that you're stuck because it's like you're not sure you want to plant a new seed, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles here. It's the energy of, I don't want to plant a new seed in what I think will be my 401s, my happy family, my happy home, my financial stability. It's kind of like, whether you realize it or not, if you're feeling stuck, it's because for some reason you're still holding on to either the emotions of a difficult ending or the idea that you can't be happy. You can't have the 401s unless it looks like what you've had in the past or what you dreamed of in the past. It's totally understanding. The world is different. It's different, especially if your idea of a happy family, happy home, financial stability, all of that is back from when you were a child, right? And it's kind of understanding the world is a different place, so it's okay to say the way that I viewed the world and what I wanted in relationships, especially home relationships, is different. And it does not necessarily mean that you have to walk away, or if you've walked away from people that were in your family and environment before, your family unit, if you walked away from them, that they haven't also transformed. I feel like if you separated yourself from some family members for one reason or another, perhaps because of your awakening, okay, or perhaps the tower moment that brought down what you thought your 401s was previously. Once again, this is not about to happen. This is something that has already happened that I feel like you've done a lot of healing around. It's kind of understanding that that had to come down. Your older version of what family meant had to come down in order for you to see a new way, right? We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, a new way of building happy family, happy home, financial stability. So it's kind of interesting because I feel like for some of you, there's an energy here of, well, if I go forward, I have to completely, I'm going to say for some of you, I do want to clarify this. For some of you, you could be either reconnecting from people from the past, right? But you also have to understand that they, perhaps, if they're coming back and they're saying, I've changed, you have to allow me to show you, to perhaps even prove to you, right, that I have changed if they've broken your heart in the past. Understanding that that whole process happened so that you could awaken to a higher self, right, to your higher self, to step more in alignment with why you are here. And perhaps this other person did too, especially if you're twin flames. Now, for some of you, if this person comes back around, you're going to be able to notice right off the bat if this person has transformed, if this person has changed. And if they haven't, I feel like you're not allowing yourself to have another round with this person. You're understanding, yes, I see. It almost brings you this clarity. I need to plant new seeds with new people, but you're not doing it out of an energy of feeling sad about the past anymore. You're seeing that whatever occurred in this relationship or relationships with a group happened so that you can allow yourself to plant new seeds with new people that are more in alignment with what you want. Because look, you have the Sun, you have the Lover's card, you have the King of Cups, your energy is coming in, right? It's understanding, I don't want what I had in the past. And I don't think you do. I think for some of you, you've been toying, going back and forth. Do I allow myself to return to something that I really am not in alignment with, right? Because it's this ego part of you that's saying, well, there's either something wrong with me or wrong with them or my thinking or blah, 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 whatever. There's a lot of guilt and shame here around, wow, there was a difficult ending. It's almost like the old version of thinking that, well, if something ended, then somebody did something wrong. There's not necessarily that somebody did something wrong. It's kind of understanding that all of that occurred to help transform you and to help you to awaken to seeing what really is your four wands, what really does make you happy. Yeah, and here you are, you're showing up in your own energy. So you have the Chariot, that's your energy, Cancer. You also have the Magician, which is Gemini and Virgo energy. Understanding that, you could be dealing with a Gemini or Virgo, but you don't have to be. Is about, why have I been holding back from this connection, especially if you've been separated for a long time or something. It's kind of like, why am I holding back? This is the thing that I would say, is that there's a strong message. Yeah, you have the Seven of Swords on the bottom. Five of Pentacles, seeing a different perspective, right? You're gaining a different perspective of some situation that either people were withholding love, it could have been all based on, love that's tied, codependency, instead of unconditional love that's tied to what can you give me, right? What are you bringing to the table? It could be somebody betrayed you. It could be the energy of somebody leaving in the middle of the night, basically, with the Seven of Swords, making you feel like you're not good enough. And allowing yourself to see the blessing. I think that's the big thing, is how did that difficult ending help you to awaken to this higher version of yourself, right? This higher version. And not that it was easy, right? I know it wasn't easy. I've been through the same thing, right? But it's helping you to step into this energy of no longer being stuck. Okay, I'm ready to go take action. I see the world in a different way. Understanding that Pluto and Capricorn energy was almost kind of like, I want to say, tainting, okay, your ego's viewpoint of a difficult ending, right? Telling you somebody had to have done something wrong in order for that difficult ending, right? Your ego may have told you, right, that person, I'm not saying that they didn't do or say things that were painful, but you were focusing on the negative aspects of that relationship. And this is you allowing yourself to say, wait a minute, I'm grateful for that, whatever occurred, because it has helped me to open up to this, seeing myself in a new light, seeing myself and what it is that I really want for myself, instead of following that conditioned beliefs that maybe you gained from a previous life or from your childhood about what your Four of Wands is. Really powerful energy. It's very on the spiritual end, transforming. This is a Scorpio energy. So you could have Gemini, there's a lot of Cancer energy. Gemini, Virgo, there's Leo energy, Scorpio energy. Really kind of like allowing yourself to tap into why you are grateful. Like how your own viewpoint of the world and what is really and truly important, and how this has put you on a different path than what you were on before. How this difficult ending has helped you to transform the way that you see the world, the way you see yourself, the way that you have helped to open up to your soul's journey. And you can't do this when you're going fast, right? Because remember, you have sleep, slow down. This is you connecting to your higher self. This is you allowing yourself to see, see this ending in a different way. And I know if you're in the energy of saying, no, there's no other way to look at that, then you're not, it's about slowing down and really allowing yourself, allowing your angels, your guides to come in and help you to see how that difficult ending really did change your life. And whether you realize it or not, you may have lost a lot. I'm not saying that you didn't, but it's helped you to see who you really and truly are and what is in alignment with what you want for yourself as you go forward. And once again, it's like when you can allow yourself to do that, you have the Sun, the Lovers, the King of Cups. It almost allows you, if you feel like you've been a little bit like protecting your heart, right? Not wanting to get into any new relationships because some difficult ending occurred in a past relationship. All of a sudden it's kind of like, okay, wow, now I can see how I can open my heart. Because you're not going to be attracting in the same type of people that you were attracting in previously. Your vibration is much higher when you allow yourself to take a negative and look for the positive in it. You know, one thing you really could do is take a piece of paper and write down what occurred from that negative energy, right? Write down the story of how you were traumatized. Some situation traumatized you, right? And why. Get into the why was that so traumatic for you, right? Go ahead, allow yourself to do that. And there might be some emotions that come up with that. Allow those emotions to flow. And then take a deep breath and rewrite the story. How did that difficult ending start to bring in new insights, new wisdom, new ideas, new inspirations for what you want for yourself as you move forward, right? Seeing the positive of all of that. Yeah, that, you know, it's kind of like write the negative. I would say even have a ceremony, you know, and safely burn it or crumble it up or tear it up, right? Say that is no longer the story I'm telling myself. I'm looking at this from a different viewpoint. And when you do that and you can allow yourself to really and truly feel that, then the world completely changes for you. Suddenly new options are available to you, right? Wow, powerful. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Cancer, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Am I on the right path? Yes, I'm going to say you definitely are on the right path. I think there is this portal that's opening up for you by November 19th, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to clear out these old rules, right? Or beliefs, mindsets that you have around relationships, especially home relationships. Clear those out so that you can step into a beautiful new world, a beautiful new world. Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it isn't real. Yeah, you definitely are. And I think that that's why this stuck energy is here. You're kind of like, am I on the right path? You know, what is real for me and what is not? I think that's why you're being asked to slow down, asking yourself, what, especially over the last 15 years, has come to light about, am I really in alignment with that thinking of society or your family or whatever it is? Is that the way I want to live my life? Is that how I see myself? Right? And perhaps this difficult ending helped you to break away from some people or situations that were not in alignment with how you see yourself, what is true for you, and rewriting that story about saying thank you for allowing that to happen because it has helped me to open up to a newer, higher version of myself. Wow, powerful energy. I'm going to leave it there, but Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your bright and loving light with the world. I really do appreciate it. Right now, our world needs so much loving light. So thank you for standing in your light and shining it brightly for others. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.